We've been through and viewed and discussed a couple of these young draft prospects who could potentially be Chicago Bulls. Today, we came across a young fella out of Tennessee, Dalton Knecht. Wouldn't it be amazing to hear CDubb on the live call say connects? We shall see. Is this the specialist the Chicago Bulls need? Because he got range. Is he going to apply some pressure to Patrick Williams? We're going to talk about it. You already know, though. Gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and today I am with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
Feeling great. Let's get to these shorties, bro.
He's steady talking about these shorties. But hey, if you like what you're listening to today, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. Now, the prospect that's on the list today is Dalton Knecht, who played with the Tennessee Volunteers last year. This guy stands 6'6", 204 pounds. A lot of things to be excited about. SEC Player of the Year last year. My guy. Gave him about 40% from the three, 45% from the field, put up 21 and 5 with only 1.8 assists, though, y'all. CDubb, what's your initial thoughts when you turn on the film and discuss Dalton Knecht?
Dalton Knecht, let's just get the elephant out the room. He is a knockdown shooter. You definitely going to have to make sure you know where he is at any point of the court. He has unlimited range. He comes under that Steph Curry, Dame, Lillard elk. 6'6", 206 pounds. He's a solid build player. He can surprise you going to the basket. He can finish with either hand. He can finish with contact. He can finish between defenders. So he's not just your standard, just bring him out there. You need a shooter out on the floor. He can do other things. He can attack closeouts and things like that. I like this kid. He's a fifth year. Excuse me. He's a fifth year senior for Tennessee. Means he's very seasoned as a player. He coming out of Northern Colorado. I think he is until he entered that transfer portal, then went to Tennessee, where he actually absolutely put on the show, especially in the NCAA tournament. This kid, and when you think about the Bulls and his fit with the Chicago Bulls, it's been a long time since we had this template of player. You know that template of player that you can depend on and it have all the defense, the opposing defense, how their antennas up. That's a shooter on the floor. It's a shooter on the floor. A shooter on the floor disrupts so much in your defense. And it's been a long time since we had a Kyle Korver, since we had a John Paxson, a Steve Kerr. I don't even know nobody since Kyle Korver. We thought Doug McDermott can be that, but he never panned out. Maybe this guy can fit that template. This is a new age type of shooter coming into your on your floor because he can also do other things, attacking those closeouts, running pick and roll. His defense, I will say, it's a little mid. He's a rookie though, coming into the league, so like all rookies, he's going to need a little seasoning. I just think he would be a great fit with the Chicago Bulls because this is a template that I don't think we have on the team just yet. Just a knockdown shooter that's going to have the antennas of everybody on the floor on the defense with their head up. You just look at Duncan Robinson at the Miami Heat. He can go 0 for 16 for the last couple games, but the whole defense going to have their antennas up when he on the floor because he can go 7 for 7 in a heartbeat. So that's what I'll compare him for, but compare him to is like a Duncan Robinson, but he can bring you more, though, more than that.
I'm with you on that. I definitely like Dalton Knecht when you turn on the film and you watch it and you break it down and you start to look at it and start to dissect to see what's wrong with the kid. I think right now when you look at him, at least on the offensive side, he can do a little bit of everything. He's what a lot of people like to call 3-level scorers. He could definitely go to the basket. You've seen him operate out of pick and roll and be able to pull up and hit a mid-range jumper. or get to the basket through contact and use his skills and his size, his length to put the ball in the basket. CDubb, I even seen the guy have a little back down in the post. Oh, I'm going to spin baseline and go ahead and finish strong. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a dunk, but you don't necessarily have to dunk the ball to finish strong through contact. But so that's one of the things that I absolutely like. And then the icing on the cake was the range from the three. I said, this man coming off screens like that. Oh, he walking into threes like that.
Yeah.
Like it was a play. I think it was against Auburn. The man dribbled, like that first step off the dribble shocked his defender. And when he dunked that bit, it was one of those moments where the defender just threw his hands up like, damn, where was my help? You know what I'm saying? When you get killed in basketball, you be like, damn, man, you ain't help me. I was sending them your way, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that's one of the things. And then you did mention the defensive side. I think that's something a lot of players got to come in and adjust to, especially when you like more gifted offensively. I think it's always going to be a learning curve on the defensive side, depending on what he really wants, because we know the defense really comes down to effort and heart. Do you got the effort and heart? But CDubb, I got to talk about a young guy who's a florist on the Chicago Bulls. Is this type of player, because they have him listed as a 2 or a 3. For my people that don't know what that is, that's a shooting guard or a small forward. Right now, the NBA draft got him listed as being a part of one of the small forwards. Do you think this guy can come in and add some more pressure on a Patrick Williams, or no, maybe so, or is it somebody else that might have to face some pressure, or can he, increase competition per se? If not the pressure part, can he at least increase the competition?
I'm at the let me just let the cat out of the bag with Patrick Williams. I'm at the position right now, since he had this injury to end his season. I'm at that position where Patrick Williams is going to bet on himself and sign for 1 year with the Chicago Bulls.
Wow.
That's what I think. And he's going to bet on himself to come out and have a terrific season. Now it comes to immediate somebody threatening his minutes. I don't like to say it like that. I don't think it'll be this guy per se, because this guy is, I think he should, his role is not going to be like a Patrick Williams role. Patrick Williams' role on this team is a defensive stopper. We need you to get buckets for us at a chance and be a spot up shooter, be a 3-and-D guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's working to be a 3-level scorer, like you said this guy is coming out of college, because we don't know what this guy is when he gets to the NBA. I would think they would want to shorten his role and to be a knockdown shooter when he comes into the league. You know, that will be his role, to get in there to stretch the defense, to me. Now, the immediate threat to his minutes will be Julian Phillips to me, because I've always said Julian Phillips is a little more far along than Patrick Williams is at Julian Phillips' age. I think they might be the same age.
Who knows with these young kids coming in?
You know what I'm saying? Because I think Patrick is just 22 now, so that might be a bad analogy.
Pat like
right
24.
There. He like 22, gang.
Pat got to be like 23, 24, bro.
Okay. I just don't get it. These youngins, man. But I just like Julian Phillips' confidence.
You was right. I give you that one. 22 years old.
Yeah. So, and now Julian Phillips might actually be older than him. He look more mature. He look more confident. You know what I'm saying? Find that out for me, nephew. That might have fucked up my whole damn analogy.
He 20.
He 20. Okay. Younger. All right, then. I was right. My analogy was right. He far along more than Patrick Williams was at his age. Athleticism, I think it's a wash. And then there also is Dalen Terry there too, nephew. Yeah, I'm just mention him because he did show some promise. But as far as this guy being a challenge for Patrick Williams, I'm going to say no to Dalton Knecht. I think he's going to have a specified role. It's to come in and be a stretch to defense. Anything else besides that you get from Dalton Knecht, it's a plus.
So you pretty much coming in, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so you pretty much coming in saying this is one of those niche players that the Bulls desperately need. Because I don't see right now as the Bulls having a specialist on their squad, a guy that you're going to say, hey, do you only coming in this game because we need the shooting? Or you only coming in the game because we need the spacing? Or, you know what I'm saying, to have some occasional some occasional outbursts from you. Maybe in one
Yeah.
game you might drop 15. But on
Yeah.
every other night, we just need you to hit 3 threes or some shit
Yeah.
like that. I don't
Yeah.
know, just to put it out there. So that's
Yeah.
what you pretty much saying?
Yeah, this is going to be the guy, just like you said. I agree. He's going to be the guy to stretch the defense, get us the floor spacing, and he's going to be the guy that we need you to go and shoot 6 to 7 threes a game. Shoot 6 to 7 threes per game. Give me three, at least every time.
For sure.
And when the last time we had that role since Cal Corvo? Do you remember anybody? Yeah, I think it was supposed to be Catfish, but that shit was out the window very
That out
early.
the window.
Uh,
That's out the window.
Anybody else close to that? Patrick Williams been our best 3-point shooter for the last 4 years. So have we had that Luke Kennard? Have we had that what's the with the big mouth for
You
Philadelphia? He got
talking about,
traded to Philadelphia. Bradley Beal, not Bradley Beal.
you talking about Buddy
Uh
Hield.
Buddy Hill with the big, you know what I'm saying? He one of those. He like that. That's the type of role this guy can have right here. Dalton Knecht.
I think if he does come in, I think if he does come in, as of right now, not saying he is the player, but I could see him having a role with whoever team that may be, depending on the team, as a Michael Porter Jr. role. We need you to
Okay.
defend a little. We need you to defend a little bit, provide us with some size,
Yeah.
spacing, and when that three is there, we need you to knock that bit down.
Exactly.
We're not gonna come out here and say Michael Porter Jr. We need you to drop 20. But if
Yeah.
you do,
Dude.
it's an A plus plus for us. But
Yes.
any other night, we need you to space the floor, provide size, play a little defense type thing. You agree with that?
I agree 100% because Michael Porter Jr. is one of those guys, nephew. He's one of those key role space the floor, like you were saying. We need you to shoot 5 to 6 threes a game, Michael Porter Jr. When you're open, shoot the ball. Whatever you give us extra is a plus for us. You know what I'm saying? So I agree 100%.
I think that's fair though. I think when you talk about it, we talked about a few prospects right now. Do you I know I've put it out there. I believe the Bulls should automatically go big. That's just how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Because I still think that right now it's the guard spot is full. The small forward spot is kind of full too, depending on how you look at Dalen Terry, Julian Phillips, Patrick Williams, on how he could slide from the 3 to the 4. You thinking about Orlop Bateem? I don't know what the Bulls feel about him. It was a bit shaky. It was a great start, but a bit shaky kind of
Yes.
towards the end of the season where he lost his minutes. So I feel like it's kind of crowded in that space too. Do you still feel like it's too crowded, or how you looking at that?
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. This is a great question, nephew. Let's talk responsibility and what'll be the most responsible thing to do. The most responsible thing to do is to get some more size on this team. But has the Chicago Bulls front office been responsible? What
No.
about all these All-Star breaks? Before All-Star break trades, we knew we needed more size last year before the All-Star break. That would have been the most responsible thing to do. Did they do anything? No. So do we trust them to do the most responsible thing? I think that's why we gotta go over these type of prospects. Like we're gonna do Isaiah Collier as well. Like, cause he's been getting a lot. I don't understand how he's getting on so many guys' boards. Like, that's the pick. I think we already did an episode like that. These go so fast. I don't even know. Did we do
Yeah,
Isaiah Collier?
we ain't really break them down. I was just saying it'd be a bad idea
Yeah.
if the Bulls
So
drafted a guard.
So, do we trust the front office to do the responsible thing, nephew? That's the question you
No,
got to ask
because if
yourself.
you look at all they draft picks from Patrick Williams to Julian Phillips to Dalen Terry, they all
Oh, the same.
have
Yeah.
the same profile.
Hmm.
Long wings, athletic wings.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it ain't
Yeah.
they haven't showed us anything different. You know what I'm saying? Because we said it last year. Walker Kessler was your guy. That was the
Yeah.
damn defensive player of the year for the SEC last year. The man had 20 block games or some. It was
Yes.
something crazy like that, like a
Yeah.
triple double with 10 blocks. Like what?
A quadruple double, I think it was.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was some crazy ass stat that he had.
Yeah.
over a span of 2 or 3 games, it was over 20 blocks or something like that.
bro.
That's ridiculous. We said,
Cause
boys,
you,
you can't pass him. You
bro.
need reassurance for Vooch.
Yes,
They went and got
bro.
Julia Phillips, a guy we wasn't even looking at, thinking about.
Hey, just think about this, nephew. If we would have draft Walker Kessler, we wouldn't have had the problem that we have right now. I think Vooch have been gone if we would have drafted Walker Kessler. I think Vooch would have been traded either last year or the year before that. Either in the season or in the off season. I think he would have been traded if we would have got Walker Kessler in here when we should have drafted him.
Facts. It's just crazy though. But I do like this Dalton Knecht kid.
I like it.
I think he could bring a lot to the Chicago Bulls. I think he is on the bigger side of the guards. So
Yeah,
I
he
think
big, 6'6".
like so he could play the 2 or the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I think that can add size, but I don't think it's the right amount of size.
Size, yeah.
Problem. That's my
Short
only
change.
issue. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah,
you need to get guys that 6'8", 6'9", hell, 6'10", something.
yeah. So,
You know what I'm
so
saying? Everybody ain't got to be exactly 7 feet,
yeah,
but get a 6'9", 6'10",
size.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, guy up in here, because you already seeing it with these young Timberwolves, bro. They got a
I'm glad
7
you brought that
footer.
up.
They got
Mm-hmm.
a 6'10" guy in Carl Anthony Towns, 6'11". Then they got Naj Reed, another 6'9", 6'10" guy.
Yeah,
That's 3 guys you can come in and say, and they all play different.
yeah,
Let's add some versatility to that front court. You need that. Okay, if
yeah,
you want to keep Vooch around, okay, cool. I'm fine with it because he's on a respectable deal. Again, I think he should be best fitted as a guy that come through and help out in spurts. But if you can add a different big with a different profile, that gives you more than what you had previously. So I
yeah.
wouldn't be too mad at it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that because Minnesota is kind of setting the bar. The more they get more successful they are in these playoffs, the more the bar is going to turn to everybody going to try to have to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. So what do
Facts.
you do? What do you do? How you going to try to beat the Minnesota? You're going to have to get big. So don't get left behind. Let's start now. Let's get us some size in Chicago, bro.
I
For
thought
sure.
people figured that shit out when Denver won.
Bro.
I mean, I ain't saying they had a bunch of size, but
Not
they
to this
got
extent.
size.
Not
Not through Minnesota's
to the
extent,
extent, but it
but
was
they
getting there.
had the size
Yeah.
because of Aaron Gordon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr., he big as hell too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they had the size within that 3, 4, 5 spot. You know what I'm saying? Because like to your point, back then people was trying to play Golden State basketball. Everybody wanted
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
small. But
Yeah.
now I'm with you though. It's now you seeing these teams that's left in the playoffs, they got athletic bigs. The Mavs do, the Minnesota
Mavs do.
Timberwolves
Mm-hmm.
do, the Indiana Pacers, they got
Just
Miles Turner and
Turner.
Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
some athletic bigs. And then
Yeah.
you got Boston. They still got, they got Porzingis, not so athletic as the other teams mentioned, but they got some
Yeah.
bigs. And
They big.
they stars big as hell. So they don't
Yeah.
need much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the league is turning. I think we should jump right out in front of this and get a big guy. And no disrespect to Dalton Knecht, because I think he's a good player. He's gonna be good in the NBA. But this is not something we really look into. So that's gonna influence my grade. I'm gonna get a guy. And it's not just upon him, it's on what the Chicago Bulls need. So I'm gonna grade him at a B minus.
I think that's a fair. I give him a solid B.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't know how well he will fit. Well, I know he can
He
fit
can fit.
because of
He
the
can
shooting.
fit.
You can
Yeah.
add that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But does it start to get a bit crowded within that guard and that forward spot? And that's
I just,
something that's been hurting the Chicago Bulls lately because then they get in these positions to where you're getting out rebounded, you're getting killed in the pick and roll because you don't have that backside defender that's able to deflect or block shots because Vooch ain't going to do that.
Hell
You know what I'm
no.
saying? And then you a bit undersized because you got Patrick Williams playing the forward. Then you got Caruso coming in playing the forward some nights. Hell, Javante Green was playing the forward some nights.
Bro,
What are we doing?
Caruso playing a 5 some nights.
You feel me?
Bro.
Exactly. What the hell it seemed like. I seen him guarding Giannis out.
Y'all seen the guard? That don't even look right. That's not, let him do that.
Javante
again, bro.
Green guarded Giannis too.
Bro, that's crazy, nephew. That's crazy. That's
Crazy.
it. I'm glad this small ball is starting to, you know what I'm saying? It's at its last breath. Like, it's only a
Facts.
few teams that try to play that small ball. You got Sacramento but you see how they going. They was up here just like 2. You see, they down. They going
Yes.
down. That small ball is not working. Teams are getting big. They get
Yes,
big. So
absolutely.
Chicago, don't get left behind, gang. Don't get left
Facts.
behind.
We hope the Chicago Bulls join the modern times.
Yes.
But
And
hey,
it's moving. That shit move. Dynamic. The times move. So don't get left behind because you can find yourself 2 fucking generations behind, bro. Look at
facts.
Detroit. Look at
Still
Washington.
still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Detroit didn't
So
have 50 number one picks. But no, Detroit can't even get Detroit stink. They can't even get the number one pick. They missed out on it last year and this year. So what the heck?
Hell no, that's crazy. You could be the most garbage team and you still fucking us up in player development because Cade Cunningham is raw. They got the Thompson twin over there. He decent. And they got some other players, Durant over there. They decent. They just horrible as a team. They can't play together with all that talent. But
They gotta
they
grow
player
up.
development is pretty damn good. It's better than ours, I got to say.
For sure. Anything left?
No, man, we got to get us some bigs. We gonna do a next. We gonna do a big next. We gonna talk about it, get a big here. But
Might
Dalton
have to
Schultz,
talk about Zach Edey. He moving up the charts.
yeah, I knew he was. I didn't. We gonna do Zach next. Let's do Zach. Let's do Zach Edey next, bro.
But hey, that's it from us today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe button on your way out. If you want to call in, leave your take on Dalton Knecht or any other prospect that we discussed to have it played on one of our episodes, call in. The number is at the center of your screen if you're with us over here on YouTube. 773-242-9219 is the number. Thank y'all so much. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.